I think we are on live. We will start the intro in a second. Yes, we are on live. How are you, everybody? It's 7:30 Tuesday.
Look at us. We're live. We're live. I just want to say something real quick.
Kevin.
I've been dealing with some shit off air.
I just want to say something real quick.
Sorry, guys. One person does it every show. I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to call people out. There's a certain community, we'll say, that, let's make this very clear. Super Ugly Show is not a part of. We're not a part of any community. We're a part of Vince Russo's The Brand. That's the community we're a part of. We are not a part of any other community. Have I appeared and has Richie appeared on other shows? Sure. That doesn't make us part of the community. Just because fucking Steven Seagal is on Howard Stern doesn't make him part of the show once he leaves. Okay? Or his community. He's there to guest spot and make a guest appearance. Now, with that being said, all the people I've spoken with today, I still have no beef with any of you. But I also don't want to be involved in any of your shit. I don't want to get dragged into things. I don't want to get told things that are being said because I don't give a fuck about any of it. I don't. I really, really don't. You don't hear Super Ugly Show talk about anyone other than celebrities or news articles. We don't talk gossip. We don't talk shit about other shows. We don't care enough to talk shit about other shows or gossip.
I'd rather not. I have better shit to talk about.
And even doing this, I don't even want to do this.
Yeah.
But again, I have no beef with any other shows unless you start a beef. Okay? And even then,
It's probably going to get ignored.
it's going to... No, it is going to get ignored. Internally, I'll be like, wow, what a cunt. That'll be the extent of the attention you get from me.
if you was to go that, I'd be like, Rocky, come on, let's not do this.
And you would
This is
exactly,
annoying.
but I wouldn't because I spent fucking a good part of a couple years ago fucking going back and forth with people,
Yeah.
and it goes nowhere.
not worth it.
It's not,
stupid.
and it goes nowhere. It goes nowhere. So,
Yeah. It gets a spike in the viewership, plus 50 or plus 100.
but even no,
It's
actually,
stupid.
it doesn't. It
Yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't help at all. Maybe it helps them. I don't know. It doesn't help us.
Yeah. And anyway, we don't monetize our shit. We don't make money off of this.
Because
We do it for fun. So
Well,
this ain't fun.
And here's
That's
the other
not
part
fun.
of it. YouTube. I'm going to say this one more time. I don't know why people can't grasp this, but I'm going to say it one last time. This is our recording station, YouTube. We do a show so we have live interaction. I don't care if there's one person or 30 people or 100 people. I'm still going to do the same show. You know why? Because the show's not for YouTube.
No.
It's for Vince Russo's The Brand,
Yeah.
which you can go to right now and subscribe for $3.95 a month. You get over 12 shows. You get Vince, you get Shane Douglas, Ben Hameen, Stevie Richards, a whole bevy of fucking people.
Bam.
It's fantastic. So go to VinceRusso'sBrand.com. Well, no, Russo'sBrand.com and sign up. That's what our show is for. It's not for this YouTube world. So
this is a scrap copy. Like,
yes, this is where we're able to record it. I can
Yeah.
rip it from here and give it to the brand. That's what this is for. I'm not part of any community. I don't want to be part.
This is our journal.
And no offense to other communities.
It's a nice journal.
I'm
Yeah.
sure they're great, but I don't want to be a part of them.
Yeah. I don't know
drag
anything
me
about
into
them.
things.
It's
Don't bring me up. Just leave me out of everything. Everything. Because on this show right here, you're not going to get mentioned ever. So everybody, go enjoy the rest of their day. Everybody have a good show if you do a show tonight. Everybody,
Oh, we might have a special guest on tonight. Tommy NC might call in.
I would love that.
That would be good.
Well, you might want to open this guy. Is it open?
Let me see. Actually, I think he
He's calling right now.
is calling right now.
So, way to go,
He
Rich.
said 5 minutes.
Way to go, a-hole. Fucking guy doesn't have Skype open. But, all right, look, you know what? We're going to bail on the intro today. We're just going to bail on it. Fuck the intro. We're coming, Tommy, if you're listening. We're coming. Richard didn't have Skype open.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh, boy.
Coming on your face and your titties. It's not going to go through because he was already calling. Pick it up. Say, Tommy, call again.
Nice
Call
job.
back. Call back. Call back.
Right now. Right now.
Call
Skype
back
wasn't
right now.
open.
Call back right now. Skype wasn't open. Call back.
Real professional.
I
Damn
know.
it.
Sorry. We're gonna have to apologize.
Excuse me.
Tommy.
Sorry. Excuse
But anyway, all right, that's it. I said my piece. Everybody, go do your own thing. Stop worrying about what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, who cares?
And I promise you, I'm not watching any of your guys' stuff. I'm really not.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, thank you. I
Have
appreciate
fun,
it.
all get along, or kill each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
If you never watch my show again, it doesn't matter to me either way because I don't know if you're watching now, but it's all about my brand stuff. It's not about this. So I don't want to be involved in your YouTube wars. Please just leave me, my wife, and Super Ugly Show out of it. We don't bring you guys up. Please don't bring us up. I don't think that's an unreasonable request, is it?
No, I mean, whatever.
Right.
I'm not even.
And I'm not
listening
saying
to them,
anyone
man.
did.
I don't care.
Everything I've heard is hearsay. So I'm not pointing fingers and saying this one said that. I'm not saying any of that. I'm really not. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody. Just in the future, leave me out of it. And if my show gets brought up in your chat, I'm sorry about that, but I can't control what our fans do. Just like you can't control what your fans do. And sometimes we get trolls in our chat. I don't start blaming people. Okay? Because they're their own person. So everybody have a great night. Go do your own thing.
Ooh.
And let's just have fun. Why don't you call him?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's call Tommy. Wouldn't oh no, because yeah. He was calling from a number though.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try and go around that.
Why don't you check the contacts? Wouldn't he be in there? There he is. No, see?
What?
You got to call that number. He's yellow, though. That means he's not.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, it's ringing. All right, let's see what happens. Hopefully, we can get Tommy on. Sorry, Doug, but sometimes, you just got to get things out there. Oh, now he's not answering us. What was that number he called from? I'm going to call it.
I think is this him?
Oh, that is him. Tommy!
Oh, what's up, buddy?
Sorry, buddy. We didn't have Skype open, but Richie has it on his phone. That's why he answered and said call back.
What's going on?
Not much. I was just bored. I was just looking around at numbers in my cell phone, and I saw your guys' number, and I forgot that you guys were doing a show tonight.
I love the hair, bro. The hair is awesome.
Oh yeah, it's kind of poofy. I was just sleeping. I really didn't comb it. I just.
Yeah,
Tommy, you know what though? You look like $1 million anyway.
Yeah, you got to do me a favor. If you're ever in New York, you have to let me cut your hair. That would be an honor.
Oh my God, dude, that would be amazing.
I would definitely skin taper the sides.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I hung out with Foulmouth Ken.
Okay.
I was in New York.
Yeah. Well, when are you coming back over here? Maybe we can get up. You can come stop by the barbershop and I'll take care of it.
You know, if I do come to New York, I'm coming to see Ken, and you guys will have to hang out with him. Like that's a deal.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
we have no problem with Ken.
Yeah, that's great. I've known Ken for a long time, probably like 15 years.
Really?
Yeah, I've known Ken for a long time.
Because I'm a big part of those communities. I'm a big part,
Yeah.
I'm a big
Here we go. That fucking word.
Yeah, no, it's
There
all
we
good.
go.
I don't know.
You guys said you don't want to be a part of those communities, but I'm a part of that community.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Tommy,
awesome.
Tommy,
That's cool.
Let me make that a little clearer. It's not that I have any problem with their communities. It's just there's too much bullshit that goes on in those communities, and that's what I don't want to be.
Yeah, we just don't want to be we're not affiliated with whatever goes on in there. We're not aware of it.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah,
I understand.
I'm not putting those community down.
Yeah, we're just
trust
not-
me.
we're not
It's just
there.
I'm not part of that community.
And we're not aware of it. So, but yeah, we have no problem. I've been friends with Ken for a long time. So if you're ever out here,
Except for that fucking
that would be great.
cunt Filthy. Oh, isn't Filthy just the worst?
Filthy's one of my good friends. Filthy's one of my best friends.
I'm
joking.
kidding, Tommy. I love Filthy.
He's joking.
Ah.
It's a shot. It's,
So Tommy,
it's fun.
I saw you doing videos about the Joker. It seems like you really enjoyed the movie.
Joker, I think, in my opinion, is one of the best films of 2019, to be honest with you. And I think that if the Oscars don't give him an Oscar for just say best performance, they don't have to give the movie an Oscar. All they have to do is give Joaquin Phoenix Oscar for best performance.
And if they don't, what's the consequence from Tommy NC?
I'll be super pissed off. I don't know what I'll do. I'm just like,
Now, Tommy, to be fair, though, you know there's a Martin Scorsese movie that's been released this week, right? You know that Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci are, from what I've heard, putting on the performances of their careers. So if Joaquin doesn't win for Joker and loses to The Irishman, don't be too upset.
Yeah.
Why you think that's a big possibility?
I know that Disney had something to do with it, and there's a lot of manipulation in social justice warrior world, where this movie was trying to be abolished because he's a white male, but apparently every other action movie has a white male in it.
You're kidding.
So how does this make this movie racist if there's a white male in it? Like, that's what you come out to try to ruin this movie and tell people, oh, there might be more shootings at this movie because it's called Joker. And I'm like, that's ridiculous.
I agree. That is ridiculous. The whole knee-jerk reaction to this movie of people thinking that there was going to be danger was very silly. I mean, let's be honest. The shooting that had to do with Batman wasn't even the Batman movie that had the Joker in it. Right. So I don't know why the Joker got lumped into this. As far
here's a good example. Sorry to interrupt you. Here's a good example. I think there'd be more violence, and I'm not racist when I say this.
Whoa.
I think there'd be more violence at a film called Black Panther.
Wow.
Wow. This
why
is
would
aggressive.
you think there's more violence at a Marvel movie?
Well, because people. Here's
they
the
are
thing.
using that angle of Black Panther.
Here's the angle. A lot of the.
He's right.
American community were using Black Panther as a level to say, Wakanda forever, Black Power.
What's wrong with black people being proud of their heritage?
Well, is it?
They are. But the thing is, it's a superhero movie. It has nothing to do with
race.
the actual Black Panthers.
No, I know that, but that's why I'm kind of pondering about.
If somebody said that, listen, you want to go through this again? If somebody said that, there's nothing wrong with Black Power and black people being proud of their race, is there anything wrong with white power and white people being proud of their race?
Well, here's the difference: Black Power and stuff like that isn't direct hate towards a group.
So why would
it's self-pride in being black, and I understand that because in this country they were treated like shit.
Yeah.
So the white Klansman is a group of hate.
Yeah, but nobody
There's
said
a
Klansman.
difference.
We said I was just saying like white power, like the white person is being
white power is associated with the Klan, so that's why.
White pride.
White pride is associated with the Klan, so that's why.
Give me another word.
Well, here's the thing, Richie. There are no.
I'm Spanish. I'm just curious. Like, it's a play on words. Like,
but
you could say something, but the other in other races.
There are no races, though. That's the funny thing that people don't seem to understand. When you go to, let's say, Africa, everyone's black, right?
Yeah.
So I don't go to Africa and start going, damn, why is there so many black people here? Because that's what's indigenous to their country. Just like if you go to Ireland, you're going to see a vast majority of white people. Race didn't really start until America started meddling everybody together.
Redheads.
True.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Because there wasn't, oh, look at that black guy. Because there were no fucking black people in Ireland. It was
when you go
America.
to New York, you can see a lot of Italian people.
Well, no, I don't know if you.
Not anymore.
Did you go to the city?
Not really. I kind of stayed in Long Island.
I think we have about half of a quarter of a block now on Mulberry as far as the Italians go. Little Italy is now miniature Italy.
Yeah, they vanished. They vanished the Italian population huge.
No, because we all left and went to Long Island. Like on Long Island is a big
and
Italian,
Jersey.
Irish,
And
and Jersey. There's a bit, and Philly probably too.
Staten Island.
Staten Island, Philly, Jersey. But as far as like Manhattan goes, Manhattan is so mixed at this point.
Brooklyn is hipsterville, like a mug.
All right. That's a good way to put it.
That is
Right?
a valid point. Brooklyn is filled with hipsters.
Yeah. They all got the hats like you got with the mustaches.
But what I
right?
but what I mean is that I don't see how the Black Panther thing. Like here's an example of movie violence in the black community. When Menace to Society came out and Boys in the Hoods came out, there was shootings at the theaters for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know
that.
why. I just remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure it was gang related. And, there were rival gangs in the movie theater, and that probably was it. It wasn't the movie that made people start leaving the theater and go, let's just start shooting buck wild. That never happens. No, that never happens.
Okay. Maybe. I don't know. We don't know the situation and why the people started shooting.
Literally never happens where people watch a movie, walk out of the movie theater, and start firing blindly at people.
I think
never happens.
I think blaming movies or music is the same.
Or games
Or
or
games.
anything.
I think
Or
it's-
did anybody walk out of Gran Torino and start saying things towards people that are North Korean?
But that's my point. That's my point.
Right.
That's my point, dude. Is that no
Good
one walked
point.
out of Gran Torino and was like, "Look at all these Korean people. What are they? Let's just start shooting them." No one did that. No one did that.
No one did that. And it just made me more nervous about gangs and stuff like that driving
And the
around.
thing is, too, with Joker, once it came out, it was praised.
Yeah.
Everyone's been sucking the dick of this movie. And I got to be honest, it was good. It didn't leave that big of an impact with me.
Whoa.
I'd have to see it again. Because I'm not a one-person viewing and that's it. Like,
Right,
now
right,
this is
right.
the greatest thing ever. I don't think anyone can really judge a movie or a song or anything
Well, it
off of
happens too fast.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're not taking everything in.
Right.
Like, we've watched Goodfellas a million fucking times, and I still to this day find little tiny things where I go, never. Rocky 1, perfect example. I brought this up about a month or two ago, where Paulie's with the hooker and he goes, "Hey, Rock, see the girl I bought?" I never noticed that. I have watched Rocky 1.
Wait, when was this? I'm not even. What part?
You might want to actually pay attention during the show sometimes.
No,
Oh, shit.
No. When was this part
during
in
Rocky.
Yes.
When Rocky's coming out to the fight. When in Rocky 1, when Rocky's coming out to the fight, Paulie literally walks in front of him with a big blonde hooker and goes, "Hey, Rock, see what I got? She's my
never
date
no-
for the night."
I never noticed that.
Yes, I brought it up here.
Wow.
That's amazing. I never noticed that.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I've seen Rocky 1 literally
Yeah.
hundreds of times.
Yeah,
And I'm
you
not
can do
even
that with Pulp
exaggerating.
Fiction.
Yeah.
Find something new that you haven't seen before.
Exactly.
in a
So
movie.
seeing a movie once, you can't. I don't think there's ever been a movie where
You've caught everything.
I caught everything and I walked out of there. I'm thinking of one movie that just popped in my head, and that was The Devil's Rejects. The Devil's Rejects, when I walked out of there, literally the next day went and saw it, and the next day after that went and saw it. I saw it 3 days in a row with 3 different people.
Wow.
That's how much that movie, and I was like, wow, that was a good fucking movie. And to this day, I still watch it and find new things that I enjoy about it. But for the most part, I never leave a theater going, that was the greatest thing ever. Almost never. Was it really good? Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Is it my favorite movie? No.
Probably not. But there's,
It could
Yeah.
be one
there's a
day.
lot.
Yeah.
It could be one day. Yeah, but right now, after one viewing, I don't think anything can be. Tommy, did you see Terminator, the new Terminator?
No, I did not go see that movie yet.
All right, this will be
Give us
spoiler
give us
free.
your thoughts.
I'm
Yeah.
going to give thoughts. This is spoiler free. First off thing I want to say, I see a lot of people like, "Oh, social justice warriors. Of course it's all female." Terminator always was female driven.
Yeah.
Why does anyone have a problem with it now?
Wait, but somebody has a problem with that?
All
It was
over the
always-
internet.
It's always
I
been
see it.
Sarah Connor.
Well,
Of
it was
course.
always female driven. It had the one
Movie-
Arnold had the one
Yeah.
main character.
And then in part 2, we
But-
had the other guy.
Right.
But the main story of the Terminator has always
it's Sarah
been
Connor.
female driven.
Yeah.
So this whole social justice warrior cramming it down our throat, not with Terminator, sorry.
Yeah.
Usually I'll fight that battle with you guys. But in this one, you're
No.
all wrong.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This movie has always been about women and strong women and women fighting back. And
Yeah.
so
That's always been that.
and they didn't make the Terminator in this one a woman. There is a woman in it. She's not a Terminator. She's a human, like she says in the trailer. I'm not giving any spoiler away. She says it in the trailer. I'm not a Terminator. I'm a human. She's a advanced human who they did shit to, but she's a human. She's not a Terminator. So leave this whole social justice warrior fight with the Terminator alone. You're wrong. You're
That's not-
all wrong.
They never made this movie about that.
No. Okay? Now, as far as the movie goes, I fucking loved it. It bombed. Bombed.
Really?
It cost $1.50 to make. I think they made $30 million.
Wow.
Was there
It
an
Shit.
bombed
Was there an I'll be back in there?
by Sarah Connor.
Okay.
Oh,
Was it-
all right, all right.
Oh, was it
It's
it
in the
good?
trailer.
Yeah, was it good?
Oh, that's right. She's on
Yeah,
the bridge.
yeah.
The part was it
Oh, dude, again, the whole movie's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm talking about the I'll be back by her. Was
it
it,
was good because it was more for the laugh, though.
Right.
Okay.
It wasn't played for the serious thing.
Okay.
It was she drops a grenade, looks at the girls, and the girls don't know who she is. So she walks off and just looks at him and goes, I'll be back.
Yeah.
And then goes and handles the Terminator and then comes back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the movie's fantastic. Action scenes are fucking awesome. Arnold, they explain his shit perfectly. There is a moment in the first 45 seconds of this movie that will blow you away. If you haven't heard the spoiler yet,
Insane.
stay away from spoilers in this movie.
Insane.
The first 45 minutes of the 45 seconds of this movie is crazy.
It turns
I
the
gotta
whole
see
world
it.
around.
I gotta see
It
it.
changes everything.
Yes.
It changes everything.
I'm gonna go right
Now,
after
what
this.
I hear is
Really?
that
Yeah, why not?
apparently this Terminator is connected to Terminator 2.
Yes.
But
Yes.
what
Directly.
makes me scratch my head is Arnold terminated himself.
Well, and that's where they explain everything in the
Yes.
in the first few minutes of this movie. That's what I'm saying.
That's what's gonna blow your.
I mean,
your mind.
the actual Arnold part, like where you see Arnold as the Terminator, where you see him in the commercial where he's old, they explain that as well.
So
Do you have to suspend belief maybe a little bit for some things? Of course you do. It's a fucking movie
Yeah,
about
you get-
machines that take over the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to go along with
I
the
mean-
story. Just have an open mind and just go with the story.
But and
Question for you. I have a question for you
Go
guys.
ahead.
A serious question. When at the end of that movie, Terminator 2, did any of you shed a tear when Arnold was going into the lava?
are you kidding
and-
me? How can you? You're not human if you don't.
Yeah.
When John Connor's like, no, don't go.
yeah.
Oh my! It
That
rips
was
you
like-
apart.
That was his father
Yeah.
figure and like what he meant to him, and of course, it's a very serious.
Can
part
we
of the
all
movie.
agree on this though? John Connor is the whiniest, high-pitched little bitch in film history, almost to the point where he takes me out of the movie. He's so annoying.
Yeah, I hate you. You first of all, I want to say that you kind of ruined that for me because I never like paid too much
Never
attention
noticed
to
it?
it, and then you
Now-
pointed out, and you just killed the movie for me.
I'm sorry for
Oh,
doing
you
that.
want to talk about somebody that whines too much? Look at Batman and Robin. The Nostalgia Critic explains it perfectly.
Which
That
Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
No. Which one though? The 1966?
Oh, you mean the George Clooney?
With George Clooney.
Oh,
yeah,
why would
he's-
anyone watch that?
Oh my God.
Why would
Such
anyone? Tommy,
garbage.
why are you watching that movie?
Yeah, that's a
Don't
bad-
watch that movie. Tommy, if you need a movie to watch, hit me up. I got a fucking list of great movies I can give
Yeah,
you to watch.
that's a horror one.
Rich, can we turn the camera around? Show Tommy my collection over here. Tommy, I'm about to show you my movie area. Now you'll see a projector screen.
Which is the one where Batman had tits?
All right. Now look. Now
Where did
Wait, that was the
Batman-
Val Kilmer.
that was
okay.
the George Clooney. Now,
Was
Tommy,
it?
you see my screen there? I have a projector, high def, beautiful. You see all those DVDs? There's over 1,000, probably over
I just
1,100
see
at this
you,
point.
Honestly.
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. Now you see it, right?
No, I can't see anything. I just see you.
Oh, you're using the wrong camera, Rich. That's why.
Hold on. I'm gonna give.
Oh, there you go. Now you should be able to see it.
Hold on. Actually, take this.
Jesus.
Wow, this is
Well, everyone else can see it.
I can't see
Rich,
anything.
you're dropping
Richie's
the ball
working on
tonight.
that. He is just the worst.
I shared this thing with him.
Oh, there we go. Now you can see it, right?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Okay.
Wow, you got a massive.
It's a huge collection, Tommy.
massive
So
collection.
instead of watching Batman and Robin, when you're about to watch a movie that is notoriously bad, go, I'm about to watch a notoriously bad movie. Let me call Rocky and get a good movie to watch. I will hook you up if you can call me 5 times a week and I'll give you 5 movies every week to watch.
Yeah, and he'll answer the phone.
All
I
right?
understand. Yeah, I get you what you were saying.
Yeah, but Batman and Robin, no one should be watching that. And
It's a bad one.
I don't know the high pitched scream or whatever Robin was doing because that movie is an unwatchable heap of shit.
Who played Robin in that one?
Chris.
That's right, Chris.
the kid that's not around anymore.
Chris Pine.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Was it
No.
Chris Pine?
No, Chris Pine's Captain Kirk.
Oh.
Chris.
Fuck.
He was in
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, he played in NCIS. He also was in NCIS. One of the other NCIS shows.
Oh, Tommy, you watch bad TV also, huh?
Me and you both, buddy. Me and you both.
NCIS with Gibbs.
You're a sucker for Kevin Costner, aren't you?
Which my friend told me that my father looks like Gibbs.
Chris
Honestly,
O'Donnell.
That's it.
Chris O'Donnell, that's it.
What happened to him?
He's apparently doing CSI.
Question for you guys. Have you guys seen my documentary 28 years later?
I did not. I was unaware of a documentary. What documentary is this?
It's a documentary where I came to meet my biological parents.
Oh, I did
and-
see this. I did. This was from a year or two ago, right? Or maybe even
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah, I got to meet my mother and my father, and it's a 2-part documentary on my channel if anybody wants to watch it 28 years later.
Give your channel name, Tommy, so everyone can go check it out.
Tommy NC 2010 on YouTube, all about positivity and entertainment, vlogs and all sorts of awesome content that you can come and check out. But also 28 years later, how I come to meet my biological mother and biological father.
Now, how did that go? Did you guys you're in touch and everything, and now
Oh, yes.
That's awesome. That's great, Tommy. I'm gonna reveal a little bit about myself right now that I've never revealed. I was adopted as well, and recently had my biological mother come up from Texas. I met my biological father a few years ago, but I was really uninterested in finding out because my family was my family. I wasn't one of these. And I'm not putting anyone down who wants to know. It's just I was never curious. My brother always wanted to know about his family, and to me, I was just like, I don't need to know. This is my family here. But now I'm glad that I did because
How did that go?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome.
So-
my biological mother is an amazing woman. I have 3 brothers and a sister on that side. I have a sister and a brother on my biological father's side.
That's amazing.
And I only had 1 kid. It was just me and my brother my whole life, Tommy. And I was the younger of the 2. And now I'm the oldest of 7.
Wow.
Holy shit.
That's fucking awesome, Rock.
That is crazy.
This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
Do you have any brothers and sisters,
What do you
Tommy?
mean?
I never heard
Yeah, so
of that.
actually now,
They were all
I
here
actually
for like 5
follow-
days.
I
meet
have
any
an
of
older
them.
brother.
No
I
one
have
did.
an older brother,
Don't
but
be
now I have 2 little
Only my
brothers
mother
and
did.
a sister.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So both of you guys share that in common. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it's very cool. And I encourage people, if you were like me, where you're just like I don't. It's not like I had any animosity or hatred towards them. It's just that's not my family. They're doing their thing over there. This is my family here. My mother, my father, my aunts, my uncles. This is my family.
Right.
But now it's cool that you have an extended family.
Oh
now.
yeah. And now when I move to Texas, and whenever my son gets out of high school, I'll not be going there and just being like, hey.
Yeah. It's nice having a
Here's
big
a-
family.
At 12, he can choose.
My father's side
I'm not
of
fighting that battle.
We'll work on that.
my dad's side of the family, we have almost 100 people, cousins,
But your
dad's
dad's
nephews.
side.
Yeah,
Not
my
your mom's
dad's side.
See, I would have thought your mom's
aunts,
side would have been.
uncles, cousins, my cousin's kids.
Your
It's
dad's
just-
background's what?
He is half Irish, half Polish.
See, I would have thought your mom's side would have been the big side. Your mom's side's small,
My mom's side is the Puerto Rican side.
which is why I would have thought the big side.
Well, it is a big side, but they were big, but it was so spread out between Puerto Rico, Florida,
Oh, okay.
and Pennsylvania and New York that it all kind of got separated.
Okay,
So,
I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so that's cool. So, Tommy, what else is going on in your world, brother?
Not much. Just been making YouTube videos, living life to the fullest. Nothing too exciting has been going on in my life, but just been living life to the fullest.
Now, Tommy, they're possibly considering doing a Punisher movie with John Bernthal, and it's going to be rated R. And
him.
Marvel's.
Is that the gentleman that was in 20?
He was in Walking
back
Dead.
in 2006? Is that the same gentleman?
No,
that
no,
was,
that was Thomas Jane.
No,
This
he's
is
in
John
Walking Dead.
Bernthal. Remember the first season of The Walking Dead? Rick's best friend that fucked his wife.
Oh God, really?
Yeah, that guy.
Honestly,
No,
the
dude.
best
If you watch
Punisher-
the Punisher series on Netflix, it's really good.
Yeah, the Punisher series
really
on
good.
Netflix is dynamite.
And it's the same guy.
I got bored.
You got to stick with it, brother. What'd you do? Watch one episode and bounce?
I watched 2 or 3 or 4 episodes.
All right. You gave it a shot. You gave it a shot. That's fair. That's fair. I always tell people when it comes to a new show, you can't watch one episode and decide whether you're going to like it or not. You got to watch at least a few of
shows
them.
that
Yeah.
I get hooked on, and I really want to watch, like The Ranch. Like that show was good, but it was better when they had Rooster on there. But then they fired him because
Rooster?
of those fake allegations.
Oh.
The Red Rooster?
What?
No, the actor played Rooster.
See, Tommy, you're just assuming we watch this show. We don't.
Sorry, my bad. It's on Netflix, The Ranch.
Wait, Dallas Ruiz said Rocky 5 ruined the name Tommy for me. Why?
Why
would
would
Rocky?
that?
Tommy Gunn, because
No,
the guy
Tommy, we
was-
know what he's referencing. We're inquiring as to Why? Because Tommy the Machine Gun in Rocky V is a goddamn American classic.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate people putting this movie down. I know people like to.
Tommy was a dickhead in that movie because Rocky built him up, and then
I beg to differ. And like you just said, Rocky built him up. Rocky gave him that cocky attitude. Rocky was the one who gave him all this confidence in himself. All of a sudden, he's got confidence, and now Rocky's got a problem with it. I mean, this guy, he takes people in. We all know he's a notorious shitty father. Treats his son like shit. He threw his son out of the house for a homeless guy that he just met, Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy Gunn.
If he's willing to do that to his son, what do you think? What do you think he's willing to do to Tommy Gunn?
Yeah, so, I mean, I got to see Tommy's side of things, and you know what? He's looking at the payday. I don't see a problem with that. Rocky's holding him back from getting fucking bread.
Yeah.
You know,
you don't see Rocky giving him a new Cadillac.
If you're lucky as a boxer, you got 5-10 years in you. You know, and that's a good career.
Yeah. I thought it was funny when Sly beat the crap out of him at the end.
Oh, great street fight! Arguably one of the best street fights in film history,
except for
Lethal Weapon on the front lawn,
and they live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they live's number one, obviously.
He sits down on the toilet and like the bomb is attached to his seat, and I'm like, wow,
that's a good one.
Way to get somebody.
That is a good one. You think he took a sick shit in there too? It probably smelled awful in there. Just sweat and shit, just mixing in that tiny bathroom. What do you think that smelled like, Tom?
That must have smelled horrible.
Yeah. So, Tommy, how you doing with the ladies? I'm seeing you hanging out with a bunch of ladies on Facebook. What's up?
Well, I just they're just friends of mine. They're just friends of mine.
Dude, you're friend zoned?
Oh.
Tommy, let me help you out, my friend. All right. Here's one thing.
I have a lot of people in a lot of communities that try to give me advice also.
All those people can suck a dick, okay? Yeah. They don't know what the fuck.
They're not us.
You know what?
Oh, no, Nick, don't throw negativity towards
no. But what I'm saying is, you're dealing with three of the biggest fucking...
And I'm handsome.
The biggest fucking know what to do with women group of guys right here. You think I'm kidding? You see my wife, Tommy. She's smoking hot. You think you get that without having any game?
I'm a huge meat thrower, Tommy.
Meat and potatoes.
Now, Mark over here, I don't know about his game. He's just sexy as fuck. So, I mean, he walks in the room and panties just get thrown at him. I'm assuming he doesn't even have any game because it's so easy for him to just get women that he probably doesn't even have any game. It's just, hey, look, I'm Mark. And they're like, oh, my God, he's beautiful.
Let's know your OBS is showing, by the way, in your screenshot. Just want you to know that.
Oh, thank you, Tommy. It's only showing to you, though, buddy, but thank you. We don't mind if you see our stuff.
Yeah. And
but, I mean, look at this guy sitting next to me. Is he not the most handsome specimen of a man you've ever seen?
Careful.
He is, yeah.
It's got nothing.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
All right.
Tommy, no homo, all right?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, we're all friends.
What's the deal, Tommy? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? You getting friend zoned over here?
No, I'm not friend zone. I'm just happy having lady friends.
No one's happy having lady friends, Tommy. I've said this. I've said this on my show a million times. No guy wants to be friends with a girl. You want to. There's a reason that you hang out with this girl because there's an attraction there.
Yeah.
No guy hangs out with a girl that he doesn't want to, or at least wouldn't entertain the thought of fucking them.
Or just or being with them.
Like
intimately.
I'm not saying you can't hang out without being, I want to fuck you, but. In the back of the guy's head,
it's nice to be intimate.
99% of the time, the guy's like, if she gives me the go, I'm fucking her.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Well, making love. In his making love to her.
Most men and women don't have.
You don't have to say fucking. You could say making love.
I'll just say this.
Wow.
I'll just say this. Like even in today's social justice warrior world, you have to be careful. Like even if you were to have, if I was to sleep with a female, I would honestly record her saying, "Hi, my name is Blankety Blanky. I give Tommy permission to sleep with me."
You gonna have a sign a release form?
Kobe. Remember that, Chappelle?
I can give that to the police and say, "Oh, she said this in a video."
Chappelle predicted that shit fucking 15 years ago, by the way. You remember that fucking skit, the fucking love contract or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Where he was like, hold on, before this goes any further, I need you to sign this. You remember that, Tommy?
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, Chappelle had that. There was a skit. It was the Rick James episode. Go back, watch the Rick James episode. It's the first sketch before they get into Rick James. But,
well, so you're saying you as a big YouTube star, they could pull a Me Too movement.
They could Kobe Bryant you.
No, we can't have that.
You are a YouTube sensation.
Well, I honestly think that I'm not a YouTube sensation.
Well,
like
close.
People like David Dobrik is a YouTube sensation.
No, I don't even know him.
I never heard of him, but I've heard of Tommy NC 2012, motherfucker.
Yeah, I've heard of you.
2010, whatever it is.
I had never heard of him, but I heard
close.
of you.
That's good.
Yeah,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, I have to head out right now, okay?
Fuck.
But thank you for having me on
God
your show.
damn it. Tommy, we love you. We got to have you back more, brother. I know you don't like, appearing on too many shows because some people might get a little upset, but over
Yeah.
here, we just love talking to you, buddy.
You're always welcome.
We're never going to break your balls. We're never going to fuck with you. We're going to be honest and just have a good time with you, brother. All right?
No problem.
I love everything you do. Tommy's also got an MTV Made episode that I was watching a couple weeks ago. I saw you posted it on Facebook, so I checked it out. If you guys get a chance, it's on YouTube. Go check it out. MTV Made. Put in Tommy NC. Is it under Tommy NC or is it under your real name?
It's under Tommy NC.
Okay, so go check it out. It's a great episode. Tommy, we love you, brother. Thank you for calling up.
All right, and also...
Oh, a round of applause.
There it is. All right, Tommy NC, everyone. The great Tommy NC, everybody. We love that guy. Yeah, righty. So
That was interesting. He's a good guy.
I love Tommy. I remember back in the day, he used to think I didn't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just because I broke his balls a little bit first time we met.
Well, no, first time I broke his balls by accident.
Oh, that's right. It was you.
It was me.
Yes, yes, that's
And then-
right.
And then and then after that, we kind of got into a thing with him, and I portrayed him as like a devil worshiper.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
and I remember I definitely there was something with a redhead guy, I believe, right?
Yeah.
I wish we could
the
find out. That was a
the
funny
homeless
clip.
guy.
That was a funny clip, man.
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh, there's
You know
redhead
what?
guy."
You know what?
blah,
Since
blah,
I-
blah.
since-
that was crazy.
I would rather not find it though.
No, it's
because I
funny,
don't want
though.
to. It is very
but
funny.
it was all in comic relief.
Yes, but we love Tommy.
Awesome guy.
You can check him out other places. He pops up. So, yeah, we brought up the Punisher thing. Tommy really didn't want much to do with it, but I hope they do it. Marvel needs to start doing more R-rated movies. Everything doesn't have to be PG-13 because everything in the comics isn't PG-13.
Yeah.
So,
you always have somebody complain like, I can't believe they would do this. My
Yeah,
son.
I think for that character, it needs to be.
it has to be. It
Like,
must be.
Again, like,
Can he then be brought into a PG-13 movie? Of course.
Yeah, right.
But his standalone movies need to be
right.
rated R.
It's the same thing with Deadpool.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think they're doing it right by keeping that R-rated, and then if they ever do bring him in,
But they also released that PG-13
I know,
version
the
of
version.
Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you know,
And now that you can see R-rated movies will make money. Deadpool made crazy money. Joker's still making crazy money. It was
Yeah.
number one, I think, again this weekend.
fucking awesome.
No, it was number two. I think Terminator actually was number one, even with their shit box office, which I was stunned by.
I can't believe that. But I didn't like the last one.
No, this has nothing to do with any of those.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like the last
those are
Terminator.
garbage.
The last
No,
Terminator
the last
was
like
wow.
3 were garbage. 3, Genesis, and whatever
Yeah,
the other one was.
yeah,
They were
right.
all shit.
Yeah.
The only good thing that came out of that whole trilogy was the Christian Bale tapes, where he's yelling at the light guy. Oh yeah, da da da, just walk through.
Yeah, you
remember that?
We played that on our
He
show
goes,
one
I
time.
like you, but you're a fucking idiot, man. He goes, how would you like it if I just fucked up your lights? No, we played the Peter Griffin thing, I think, where
That's
Peter
fucking
Griffin
great, though.
was like that time I was on the set with Christian Bale. And they did one of those things, but they were playing the Bale audio, and it was Peter answering him back.
Fucking great.
If you've never seen that, look up Peter Griffin, Christian Bale. It's the funniest fucking thing ever. Anyway, what else? Oh, UFC. UFC
Crazy.
244. Let me say this first. For all you non-fucking fight people, that cut was really bad.
It was bad.
That cut was really bad, and that doctor had every fucking right and absolutely was in the right to stop that fight.
It is a shame because he does start moving the fight along in the 4th and 5th round, but the guy had every right
You
to
have to
stop
look
the
out
fight.
for a
Fucked.
fighter's safety.
Of course.
And
face
his
was fucked,
safety
man.
would not be good if he kept fighting after that. Here's one thing I noticed that I think UFC needs to outlaw completely. Outlaw completely.
What's that?
Cornrows. And here's why. When they were in the clinch and Masvidal's head is now in Nate's cut, when that cornrow is now in his cut and he moves his head down,
You seen this?
it's a possibility.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it definitely did happen.
Because it's like a tightrope. It's like a
Exactly.
Like a,
It's a tight piece
True.
of rope protruding from your head that
Yeah.
now I'm in your cut.
yeah.
With my fucking cornrow and I rip my
Yeah.
head down, it's going to rip your cut open more.
Yeah.
You should either have to wear a bun, ponytail, shaved head. You should not be able to have braids, cornrows, I think dreads would be okay if you put them up in a bun. Again, in a bun.
Yeah.
But you can't have it flat on your head like that. It's an advantage. If you cut the guy open the way Masvidal did, it's an advantage now to get the cut open even more.
Yeah.
Especially in a sport like UFC, where you're clinched up. Your heads are banging together all the time. Your heads are resting on each other when you're clinched up, trying to jock for position.
What did you think about the fight?
The fight was great. Masvidal outclassed the bum.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I knew he was going to win.
Nick Diaz isn't. I mean, Nate's not a bum. I'm just using a Rocky V quote.
Yeah.
But he wiped the floor with him, surprisingly.
Yeah.
And I mean, even on the ground,
Yeah.
Nate really didn't show any dominance whatsoever. Which
Yeah.
I was surprised at the most was the ground game.
Did you watch?
I only saw clips of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He had full control of that fight. You cannot. Okay. They were asking Masvidal like, oh, and he was like, no, no matter what, like that belt is for this and this fight only.
Yeah.
But I will say this: if Nate challenges him to fight again and they fight again,
He threw out a challenge Masvidal to someone else.
I know, I understand that. But when that happens, Nate has every right to say, I want you to put that BMF belt on the line because you did not beat me the way you were supposed to beat me the first time. So if I win, I want that belt back. You can have a rematch, and if you win, you can take it back from me. But when we fight again, that belt is on the line.
Yeah.
It's not. Listen, nobody
Yeah,
else
that'd
can
be cool.
challenge him for that belt. But as far as Nate goes,
Right.
he has every right to.
All right, Conor McGregor calls out Masvidal. Masvidal called him a fucking midget.
Of course.
And then he also said he wants to fight with Canelo Alvarez.
Yes, I heard that.
Now, this would be a boxing match, of course.
Conor McGregor has no chance against
Masvidal?
Masvidal.
You don't think so?
No chance. No.
Well, hold on.
He's very small compared to him.
People
Masvidal-
said that before. Okay, when he moved up to 155, everyone was saying what a small 155 he was. They're fighting 155. He fought Nate.
Let me tell you something. Okay?
Yeah, I mean he fought Nate. What's the difference?
Let me tell you something. There's a lot of money invested in Conor McGregor. You need to build Conor McGregor's confidence back up. You do not need him going in there to lose again. You're losing a lot of money when you do that.
All right, but hold on. You didn't let me finish my point with Conor. You're sleeping on Conor's speed in his hands.
I'm not.
You are. Because that would be an amazing matchup,
I know.
stand-up wise.
Listen, Conor McGregor has lost his last fights. Like, he needs a confidence
He
fight.
lost a boxing match and he lost to Khabib.
Yeah, and
No one's beating
Hold
Khabib.
on, and as far and with
Masvidal
that-
ain't beating
No,
Khabib.
I know, but as far all of that stuff and all the shit that's been going on outside of the ring, he needs to focus on winning fights.
I agree.
His head is not in the right place. For you to put him in a match with Masvidal is a suicide mission.
I don't think it is, and here's why. For one, I think their hands are equal.
No,
For-
get him winning
For
again.
two, Masvidal, I think his cocky arrogance wouldn't work for him against Conor. I think Conor would get in his head. I think Conor would fuck with his head, and then Masvidal would be fighting with emotion. And that's what I think would happen.
Yeah, and Connor's like a really regimented fighter.
He doesn't let
You know-
people get in his head.
But you don't listen. That's Conor before the money. Like, you don't know where
Right,
he's
right,
at
right,
right
right.
now.
Yeah.
This is a different Conor.
No, I agree.
This
He-
is
he-
Conor
yeah.
after $100 million.
He doesn't have Eye of the Tiger. I know it. I agree. I've been
Why
saying
would
that
you
forever.
even fight again?
Well, exactly. Exactly.
Seriously, we need old Conor to come back. We need like 3 fights under his belt where he's winning.
He needs an Apollo Creed Rocky moment where he has someone, maybe Khabib.
Somebody.
You know what I mean? His
Right.
biggest
Maybe
enemy.
Nate. Maybe
Right.
Nate.
Or Nate.
Yes.
And be like, dude, come train with us for a little bit.
and have my
Get
corner.
out of your shit because you can't stay at the same training facility your whole career.
Yeah.
That's why people move and work around with other people because you start learning new shit. Because guess what? At your gym, they taught you everything you're
Do you
going to
know
learn.
what would happen if that happened? At the end of it, Nate would owe Conor a favor.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know what that favor would be, right?
Yeah.
It would be the rubber match.
Rubber match, baby.
It would be match third.
What
match three.
favor? Wait, hold on. let me get my Irish accent. I know what favor would I need to give you?
That would be awesome.
Come on, Nate. What favor do you want?
Yeah. You're talking like the Lucky Charms guy now.
Yeah, Irish.
The Lucky Charms guy.
Irish. What else am I supposed to talk like?
Well, it's
I gotta say that's pretty fucking good. The way I see it.
Well, I think it's a different part of Ireland. You're speaking like Northern Ireland. He's like some other.
No, he's from Northern Ireland.
Well, he's talking like Leprechaun Island. Then.
That's have you heard Connor talk? You
Yeah.
can barely understand him after time. For fuck's sake! Look at this fucking guy! Get the fuck out of here with this fucking bullshit! I don't fucking trust your face with your family. Get the fuck! You can't understand him. He's more Northern Irish than anyone can get.
I think Connor should come back with the fight to Nate. I think that's the next.
I heard
fight.
Frankie Edgar.
Yeah,
Which
nah.
he would have to. Frankie would have to go up to 155 to do that. He typically fights at 145.
I think Connor versus Nate would be perfect because they're both coming off a loss.
I think a Frankie Edgar fight would be good because Frankie could use the boost if he won, and
Where's Edgar gonna go?
he's a title holder, man.
Yeah, but that's not. Where's after he wins? It's nothing.
But it could start something.
It's not a money fight. Let's
No,
get him.
absolutely. Are you crazy? Frankie Edgar and Conor McGregor is not a money fight.
Listen, if Conor comes back, Cerrone or Nate Diaz, those are the two fights that make sense.
Cerrone, yeah, but Cerrone also fights at 170 sometimes too, doesn't he?
Yeah, but
so you're talking about how Masvidal's too big for him and Cerrone's not?
Yeah, but I know. But
That's a big
listen,
jump.
the only thing I don't want to see Conor McGregor go in there to lose.
Wasn't GSP's last fight against Cerrone?
No,
Who was his last fight against? I thought it was Cowboy.
no, that was freaking the English guy,
Oh, right. Mike
Bisping.
Mike Bisping. You're right. Okay. They're very similar, Bisping and Cerrone. You know, I can mix them up, maybe. Maybe.
guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Except for the accent,
and they look
fucking-
nothing alike.
Bisping talks like a fucking. He's an asshole.
I like him.
Yeah, but he is an asshole.
I like him. I like fucking the Count. The Count. So yeah,
the president.
I was just
there.
gonna say, and apparently him and Dana White are fucking like best friends. Did you
Well-
see that interview with Dana afterwards, where
Yeah.
he's like, he's never done me wrong.
Yes.
He's always been a man of his word. He actually helped get UFC back on its foot
Yes.
by letting them fight in Taj Mahal,
Yeah.
and no
He
one
was
else
the
would
first
take
one.
him.
He was the first one to
Yep.
say, and honestly, I give Donald Trump.
Donald Trump saved two gigantic corporations: WWE with WrestleMania 4,
Yeah.
and UFC.
I give him so much props for doing that for the sport, for Dana White. I don't care if you're Democratic, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're an MMA fan, Donald Trump doing that for this sport is fucking huge.
And,
like,
and
that's
what other
so
president
fucking cool.
have you seen sitting in the fucking crowd? He's not in a box.
So
You know why?
awesome.
Because he's not a fucking pussy. He's sitting in the crowd with all the other people.
Yeah.
He's not in a box looking over everybody, higher than everybody. I'm fucking right here with the
Yeah.
people where
Second
I want to
row.
be.
He said he wanted to sit third row. They put him in second row. They didn't even want him to put him in the third row.
Yeah.
And dude, the president he's fucking awesome. I'm sorry.
You know, like some things he does and says, I
an
look
ass.
at and go, you're an ass. But, I mean, as far as everything else, and this is my favorite thing about that night, too. Everyone's like, did you hear all the boos? I heard some boos and I heard some cheers.
Yeah.
It wasn't like everybody in the building was booing this man. People need to stop acting like no other president ever got booed at an event. It's happened with literally every president. Guess what? There was this president that went to go see a play and got shot in the fucking head because someone didn't like him, all right?
Yeah.
So,
And
shit happens.
If you're a fan of MMA and you don't like Donald Trump, you have to give this guy props for what he did to the sport and just the support that he's giving it now. It's awesome.
amazing. It's amazing. I love it. The only time you see presidents is at football games and baseball games.
Yeah.
Fuck both those sports.
Have you seen any of this with Donald Trump and the UFC or no?
Yeah, well, I saw it on.
What do you
TV.
think?
I think it's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I think it's
course.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's fucking awesome.
I mean, the
He's
president.
he's the first president to put himself as a citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, not just at the UFC, but everywhere.
I wanna
mean,
sit
the way
with the people.
the way he appears and is approachable to people is just phenomenal.
Speaking of the president, I'm going to slightly move on from him. I want to bring up the Mexico thing, but we're going to go to one thing I have it on my mind real quick. Let's talk about Donald Trump Jr. I don't know if you've ever heard this kid speak. I've listened to him on Jim and Sam the other day. This kid needs to run for president.
Why?
2024.
Yeah, 2024.
Why?
Not-
He's that
No,
good?
not 24. 28.
Okay.
You got to have a...
He's taking over New York, to be
you-
honest
you-
with you. They want him to
Yeah.
run it to New York.
You have
first.
to have a break between Trumps.
Right.
You can't have Trump back to back. It can't happen.
Why? Tell me why.
Why?
Yeah,
this kid
I
is
know.
smart. He's fucking well spoken. He's articulate. He fucking when he explains things.
He's the husband of.
I don't know.
Or is he the son or the husband of?
He's Donald Trump's junior. He's
the
his
son.
son.
Oh, okay. Wait, I thought he's the young kid.
No, he's like 40-something years old.
Oh,
No, no, no.
okay.
And I
It's his
listened-
older son.
And I
Okay.
listened to this guy, and he's not brash the way his father is.
Right.
He's a little bit more realistic, and I can listen to this side also. It doesn't always have to be this. You know what I mean? And I was listening to this guy. He was on for about 45 minutes, and I'm telling you, that kid has it. You want to talk about charisma? You want to talk about fucking brains? You want to talk about fucking class? That kid fucking has it.
Why? What impressed you?
There was just something about him, listening to him speak and watching him, where I was like, fuck his father. Like, his father, great. He's president, whatever. This kid, if he
He's the
gets into
future.
politics,
Yeah, you agree with this?
Yeah, you can YouTube and you'll see some of his speeches and his public appearances.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Really?
I mean,
dude,
just-
I was so impressed with this guy.
What kind of person? Because you follow this more than anybody. What kind of guy is he?
Well, I mean, again, he's I mean,
Down to earth.
He's down to earth, but he's
Even though
more
he's a billionaire's son, he's down to earth.
He's more towards that libertarian, that real conservative Republican side. But he's just common sense,
But he's also
and
ready.
he's just so articulate. He's so
Yeah.
smart.
You ready? You know how, like, the Republican side, let's just use the weed thing. They're all, weed's bad, weed's the devil. Donald Trump Jr. would go, maybe I don't want to legalize it federally, but it's not bad or the devil. It's not this fucking... He's the type of guy to have both sides of the argument.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about him. He wasn't just this fucking one-track-minded type of person.
You can't have that.
No, well, that's what...
You need a realism.
That's what government
I mean,
is now,
That's
though.
what we've had.
Yeah.
That's all we've had.
That's all we've had.
And I know even if he got in there, I'm sure he would still get sucked into that same thing. But you would like to think maybe not. Like,
Yeah.
people like to look at John F. Kennedy, even though he was a fucking adulterer and he was corrupt. People look at this guy like he was the Messiah.
Yeah.
And I look at Trump Jr. and he has all the good qualities of Kennedy, from what I can tell, and none of the bad ones, from what I can tell. You know what I mean? From what I could tell.
Well, you know what? He doesn't have the power in politics that the Kennedys had.
No.
By the time
Well, now he
JFK got
does.
there, now he
does.
does. Right, but he's in his 40s.
Yeah. Oh, he's young, bro.
JFK
JFK was in his 40s.
No, right. But I'm
Oh,
saying
but he was bred to be
right,
president.
exactly,
Yes.
exactly.
Okay, I got
this.
you.
This wasn't even a plan until the 90s and 2000s that Trump would start to push his way into politics.
He's not even dude.
Yeah.
He had nothing to do with politics
Yeah.
until he decided to run for president.
Yeah.
He had zero to
Yeah.
do with. I mean, as far as like being a politician.
Well,
right,
for him,
you know.
he was tired of seeing the country go where it was headed.
Yeah.
He takes so much shit on a day-to-day basis. He's trying. People are trying to impeach him every day, like
Yeah.
for
But,
the past 2 years.
yeah.
Like what? The,
And the impeachment thing is just outrageous. It is. Now they're dragging. They finally got his tax returns, and they have him. And guess what? No one's reporting on him.
nothing. There's absolutely.
Gee, I
nothing.
wonder why. So for fucking 4 years, you've been harassing this guy for his tax returns. He's telling you there's nothing wrong with him. Now you have him, and guess what? Not a fucking peep about him.
It's crazy because we have people that are millionaires like Biden, who's been in politics for 30 years, 40
And
years.
never had a real job.
And he never had a real job, and no one's questioning where all that
Where
money
his
came
money
from.
came from.
Yeah.
But then you have a person who
Because
is
they say this,
the
with supporters.
most. Trump is the most successful American businessman in history.
yeah.
Check
And
his taxes.
Now they're going to go through his taxes,
Yeah.
and they're going to be pissed that he used all the loopholes that all the government.
If anyone had fucked up taxes, George W. Bush did. Well, I didn't know what he fucking asked him about his. He lives in Texas. He owned oil fields.
Yeah.
My uncle was in the oil business, and he ended
Fucking-
up on Unsolved Mysteries.
That
all
guy
right?
had his hand on those Saudis.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you know my uncle Ray. He's still
Yeah.
alive, and he went he went scuba diving and never came up. Ended up in Costa Rica. They found him 7 years later.
Oh.
I went and visited him a couple years ago in Vegas. Great guy. Love my
that's
uncle Ray.
awesome.
Love my uncle Ray. We actually
Fucking
just
awesome.
watched the Unsolved Mysteries thing. I found it on YouTube 2 nights ago.
That's hilarious.
Remember
Yeah.
a current affair when we were younger?
Scare the shit out of me. Scare the shit out of me every
Awesome.
time.
Yeah,
You just be
that's
sitting eating dinner, and all of a sudden you'd hear, whoa, and I'd be like, oh, fuck. Bad news is coming. Bad news is coming. Real quick, too, I want to talk about this mass murder that happened in Mexico.
Oof.
Yeah.
And all the people that like to defend Mexico and, leave them alone. Really? Really? Because in the past month, I've seen a video of a mayor in Mexico being dragged down the street
Fucking
behind
gross.
a truck. You saw that video?
Fucking gross.
Behind a truck by the Mexican cartel, okay? Now, all you people that say, what's with the wall? That's what's with the wall. They killed fucking... It's more than 9. The last I read, it was 9, but I just saw about an hour or two ago, I didn't get the chance to read the article, that number has gone up. 4 children, innocent women, Mexican cartel gunned them down for no reason at all.
This year, it's almost 50 Americans that
Yeah.
have died.
And now Trump goes, hey, if you need anything, we got you. Let us know. We'll come down there and fuck these dudes up for you. Right? And people are giving him shit like, why are you saying that? President shouldn't say that. Why? We do it with every other fucking country.
Yeah.
Every other country go, America, come save us.
We need your help.
Now he offers help, and everyone's like, wow, the fucking nerve of this guy. 9 Americans are killed innocently, 4 children. 4 of them are children. And you're still going to give this guy shit.
Like-
when he says, hey, Mexican government, I'll send my army in there to take these motherfuckers out. Give me the word. And you have a problem with that.
The largest, the most notorious drug cartel, the drug family from Mexico, they go in and hold up the government
Yeah.
to release the son.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if that happened here?
No, it wouldn't.
They would fucking hold up a prison to release, and then they dragged the mayor through the street.
Yeah, through the street behind a truck,
Guys,
driving
they
around.
were begging for their lives,
Like
being
in
like,
Troy.
just take him, just leave
like
us.
in Troy.
Exactly.
It was fucking...
With Hector. That's just nuts.
It's insane that's how that
He
country
wasn't
is run
dead.
right now.
Richie.
Really?
No,
was a-
no,
and
he was alive.
He's still alive and still the mayor.
No.
But they have no control of the
It's
government.
bad.
Wait, hold on. So after they did that, they let him go?
Yes.
And they were like,
They were
"Can't dude, this next time it'll be for real."
It was to make a point, to show you
Fucking-
don't run shit, we do.
Wow.
Fucking gross. It's crazy. It's a crazy...
When did this happen?
And when it happens in Somalia
Recently.
and Uganda, everyone's like, hey, America, there's a fucking a warlord over here running things. Go over there and take care of it. And we
Yeah.
did. We took out Idi Amin. We took out fucking Saddam Hussein when you have a fucking tyrant like that. Why all of a sudden now, because Donald Trump says it, it's a problem for us to go into Mexico and fucking handle business?
That's where the CIA gets all the drugs from.
Yeah, well, hey, teach his own. But I just think that something should be done though, because now American tourists are being targeted. They're being targeted.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, oh, they were dual citizens. Who doesn't fucking matter?
Yeah. What does that have to
It
do
doesn't
with
fucking
anything?
matter. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, they're still innocent people and children.
I have a really close friend that I train. Actually, one of my clients, and he's from Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
And when he goes home, because he goes back and forth often, he's a very successful businessman. He goes home and he's like, I can't speak or act American at all. And my family tells me you have to be as
They'll kidnap them.
they'll kill him.
Yeah.
And he's afraid. And then when he comes here, he's like, I'm afraid. He's like, I'm so lucky. Guy's a fucking millionaire.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm so lucky to have friends like you, because everyone I talk to thinks I'm a terrorist, and everywhere he goes, he's getting fucking judged.
Yeah.
And it's
Both
such
sides.
on both
Oh
sides.
my god.
It
What a
sucks.
nightmare.
And he's such a good man.
what a
He's
nightmare.
gonna have to
You
stay
know?
here. Why does
But
he
that's
go
like-
back? Get
His
out
family,
of there.
because you know what his family doesn't want. His family is comfortable.
Why
They love
stay
their
there?
life. You know,
It's
because
so
people love their
dangerous.
life. Yeah,
It's
but you
just
know
really
what?
dangerous. That old world war type of territory
yeah.
on religious stuff. Give it up.
But
this
that's
is,
but you don't have to
this is
brainwash
tangible
people.
Earth stuff. This
You know?
people should not be fighting over this.
Yeah.
Speaking of social justice warrior bullshit. Fuck you, John Legend. Fuck your wife. Fuck you in your face.
Wait, wow, what the fuck happened?
Because him and Kelly Clarkson decided to take it upon themselves to take "Baby It's Cold Outside" and change some of the lyrics to
outta
make it
here.
more,
Good Lord.
more correct for today's world.
Fuck you. What did they do?
It's not even out yet. I saw a couple lines. It's the most ridiculous bullshit
Fuck you.
ever.
Fuck you.
Like,
Fuck you.
Fuck off, John Legend, and
So
fuck your
stupid.
stupid whore wife. All right, I'm so sick of seeing that fucking fat-faced asshole.
Who is this?
Chrissy Teigen.
Who the fuck is that?
Exactly. I shouldn't know her name, but I fucking do. This fat-faced, entitled little cunt who's done nothing.
Wow.
Who's done nothing but be John Legend's wife. Okay? You were a fucking swimsuit model. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Your career was over at 19, whore.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Fuck out of
That's
here.
What the
aggressive.
fuck? What are they changing the lyrics to?
I'll look it up.
Oh, okay, I see. Who
You got
this
it?
Bitch is. No, no, no. I was seeing who his wife was.
Here, I'll find the article because every article has the comparisons to what it was and what it isn't.
I think it's so fucking ridiculous.
Sharon Osbourne called them out. Good for you, Sharon. Good for you,
I like
Sharon.
the original "Baby It's Cold Outside," so
All right, let me see
It's
if
a
I,
classic. It's a fucking
Yeah.
old song. Jesus Christ.
let me see if they have the lyrics because I did see the lyrics somewhere. I'm not seeing it, but
Rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
yeah. Rest in peace. You see, Keanu Reeves is dating his grandma.
What?
Excuse me. He's dating his own grandma
Well,
or a grandma.
I would have to assume it's a grandma. Because,
So
which by the way, Keanu Reeves is fucking 55 years old. Let's just say that real quick because that's incredible. That guy looks phenomenal for fucking almost 60.
Yeah, he looks in his 40s.
Now here's the picture. At first, I thought he was standing with Helen Mirren, and I was like, oh, they must be doing a movie together.
Wow. You would think.
You're Keanu Reeves, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know what?
Love is love.
He's a genuine person.
And they work together on a lot of things.
He's,
yeah, and
he's
he
a,
is.
He's
He
a very
is.
genuine person. He values that, I'm sure. I mean, you never know. They're fucking crazy
And
people.
I mean,
but
Keanu Reeves has been around for over 30 years. I'm sure he's had his fair share of,
yeah.
you know, he's probably just looking for love at this point. He
Right,
just
right, right.
wants, you know.
Protect his fucking $500 million.
Yeah.
There's somebody, I don't know.
Oh, I heard they're dragging him into your garbage fucking franchise.
In which one? Fast and Furious?
Yep.
Get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
they asked him to
Really?
be in it. Yeah.
Yes.
Not yes. Your Cardi B's in it.
Cardi.
I don't know why they did that, but
Because
you
your franchise is stupid. That's
Vin
why.
Diesel's
It-
probably
it
getting
is-
laid
it's-
by her. That's
it's
why.
over.
And I hope the next movie fucking tanks without The Rock and Hobbs and Shaw goes on to make 20 more fucking movies and Fast and Furious never makes another one.
It's hilarious how that whole dispute started, and then The Rock was like, "All right, go fuck yourself. I'll take my character elsewhere."
Yeah, exactly. I love The Rock. He's doing a movie about Mark Kerr, by the way.
Yo, did you see Diaz be like, "Fuck you, The Rock"?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was funny.
First
You're
of
in the
all,
other corner.
He goes, "Where's Mike Tyson? He's the real badass motherfucker on the planet."
Yeah.
He's like, he should be the one who should be here.
The Rock, fuck you too. You know, seeing what side you're on.
But
Fucking great.
The Rock's doing a movie about Mark Kerr.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I seen that. I seen.
Now, if
that.
all you don't know who Mark Kerr is, he's a former UFC fighter. He fought a lot in Japan and Pride and stuff.
Yeah.
Had a troubled history.
Bad.
Yeah,
Bad.
real bad. I actually watched The Smashing Machine after I heard of that announcement because I was like, let me go back and watch
There's
this.
a lot of old UFC fighters.
Have you ever
hooked on
seen
opiates and
The Smashing Machine?
I
It's a
might have,
documentary on
so.
him.
I don't know. I know that. I seen the documentary. I think there was something or somebody else.
Dude,
but
this guy cleans out his drawers
Oof.
after he comes out of rehab.
yeah, just
Hospitals don't have this many needles.
fucking nuts.
Between the
Yeah.
steroids, and he was shooting straight like fucking morphine
Morphine,
and all sorts of crazy shit, man. Like
a lot
he,
of good stuff.
yeah, really pissed his career down the fucking tube doing it.
Yeah.
But great fucking documentary. It's called The Smashing Machine. If you can, I found it on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. All right. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna wrap it up, right?
It's been a good show. I mean,
I
we had-
know.
we had fucking content.
I still
after content.
got a lot of
Dude,
shit.
we
to
have
go through.
content. We can go on for 3 hours.
You want to
It's
just end it
too
on one
easy.
more thing? Did you see the video of the guy coming up an escalator? He's wearing like shorts like you are and drops a shit in the mall.
Oh my God!
You seen
No,
this?
I didn't
No.
see it.
Can we pull it up?
So just go to Google and put guy shits in mall, other guy slips in it. Yes. Yes. Dude, Michael Rappaport posted one of his things.
Wow,
Um,
that's terrible.
which, if you don't know Michael Rappaport, you need to learn about him. He's one of my favorite fucking people to follow on any form of social media. He cracks me the fuck up. And I know he likes a lot of things I don't. And,
Which one is it?
it's maybe that one. No. It'd be new. Go to tools and do the search settings for like this week or whatever. Anything? No, yeah, this past week or whatever. No, past week. All right, that's it. Yeah, that's the one. 40 seconds.
This one?
Yep. All right, we're gonna pull it up so you guys can see it on the screen. Oh no, that's not it. Back up. That's the girl throwing the poop at the Starbucks. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's the one. Because there was like a bunch of luggage. Yep, that's the one. All right. So what you're about to see is there's a guy in a mall. He just walks casually and drops a shit. I mean, literally 2 fucking turds come out of this guy's short, and he just keeps it moving. Like nothing fucking happened. I don't understand how someone can do that. I mean, I'm sure he was headed right to the bathroom. Or hopefully his car to leave, because you know you have shit trails on your legs
That's fucking gross.
and in your shorts. But
I don't know. I guess you couldn't.
all right, but Rich is gonna pull it up now. Here we go. Hit play. All right, so the first guy, watch at the bottom. 2 shits drop now.
What?
See right there. There's the shits. Now watch this next guy come up.
Oh, let's go back.
2 shits right there on the corner of the pallet by the red suitcase. You can see 2 shits. Now watch this guy. Whoop, minding your own business. He's in the mall trying to get some shopping done. And now, at first he's probably like, what the fuck did I just slip on? And then the realization comes that, oh, that's shit.
Oh my god,
That's
that's so fucking.
shit that I slipped on.
That's disgusting.
Talk about a bad fucking day. You know, like,
This guy's on the phone. Like he just keeps walking.
that's what I mean. Like, did he not even notice that he shit? And that guy
Headed to the
goes down.
luggage. He just fucking headed to the
Oh,
luggage.
and his back hits into the corner of the pallet. You know,
Oh
his
my
back's all hurt now. And this poor fucking guy, you know, at least I could speak for myself. When I'm in the mall, I can't stand it, and I just want to be in and out. And now he slips in human
Oh my
shit.
Fucking gross.
Oh, that's awesome. You fuck. I would fucking. Where is the guy who?
But that's what I mean. The guy's out.
Where
He's
is
gone.
he? I want to know who the fuck that.
I don't know.
But that is on. The craziest part is the guy just shitting like that.
Dude, I would fucking. Who the fuck did that?
Yeah. Yeah, and lucky that it was like clumps. What if he had like a squirter shit?
Yeah, like who the fuck did that?
Oh,
Where is the fucking asshole
The
that
fucking
did that?
animal who did this.
That's fucking.
You fuck.
Way to end the show.
Fucking people disgusting.
I love it. I love it. All right, guys, that's it for us. Thank you for checking us out. Thanks for Tommy NC for calling in. We love you, buddy. Stay tuned. Unfiltered Marriage is up next with, of course, the lovely Jessica and yours truly. And Mark will be hanging out with us. You hanging out, Rich? No. Russo'sBrain.com. Head over to Russo'sBrain.com. If you're listening to us on the audio version, I forgot to say this in the beginning. We are live every Tuesday night on YouTube. Just search Super Ugly Show. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. You get alerted as soon as we go live. There's interaction as you hear on the shows if you're a past listener. We have people call in. You can call in. You can write in the chat. And it's a lot of fun. So, again, YouTube, Super Ugly Show. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Russo'sBrain.com. Head over there now. It's only $3.95 a month. You get well over 12 shows. You got Vince. You got Ben Hameen. You got Stevie Richards. You got Shane Douglas. You got Disco Inferno. That fucking nerd Jeff Lane. Whole bunch of stuff. It's only $3.95. Go fucking sign up now. You won't regret it. And shout out to Realm Network, our network that we're all on. Opie Radio. We love you, buddy. Hope you're doing okay. That's it. Go check out Opie. He's still dropping podcasts, and they're really good. And I listen to him twice a week because he drops them 2 times a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So go support him. And if you're in the downtown Manhattan area, rest in peace to our buddy Carl Ruiz. But we're still going to promote the restaurant. It was his, not apparently, but it was his dying legacy. So we want to keep that legacy alive. So go to La Cubana and show some support for the restaurant. And, there's a picture of Carl there. So say a prayer for him. And we miss you, buddy. Hashtag Ruizing. Hashtag I do what I want. Hashtag see you next Tuesday.